What's up, guys? Quick update. Will at Unsound Studios, St. Augustine, Florida. Haven't had a vinyl update in a couple months. Haven't really been getting too much vinyl between all the storms that came through and holidays and all kinds of other storms going on. But I have been traveling the Southeast for work and have stopped here and there and got a few things. Not all traditional death metal, but yeah, first went to Bad Obsession Records in Savannah, Georgia. I think I got 4 LPs from them. Start with that. How about old Immolation, Atonement? I guess 2017, total gatefold. Immolation does it right, man. They got inserts with lyrics and artwork on either side of the gate. And I'll tell you what, man, these late Immolations I totally love. I know Eddie got a few of the later Immolations in stock, and I was going to get Atonement from him. I think I got this like the day or two before he released this on his site. But yeah, man, Immolation, what can you say about them? They went a little bit more modern, a little bit more progressive in their years, and it just fits, man. It's just like so good. Like they retain the integrity of their early music, but they still, just keep getting slightly more modernized, I guess you could say. And man, no one does it better. I can't think of a band that has done it better as far as keeping the integrity in their late albums. I mean, every song on this whole thing is what I love about albums like this is it's like when you start side A, you don't put it down until it's over. Everything flows like one big experience. So that's one thing about this record I think that may be better than some of their other records is it flows like an experience. And yeah, man, Atonement. So Immolation, Atonement, very, very good. Let's see, being up in Savannah, of course they had a lot of anti-scene, not being too far from North Carolina. So I guess this was called the first Anti-Scene. It's kind of a collection of songs between 1984 and 1986. Very raw recording, which I don't mind. But I know Anti-Scene's more of a live act, and sometimes people listening to their material, whether it be digitally or physically. But, I guess I got a lot of notoriety when they were G.G. Allen's backing band back in the day. That's how I kind of found out about them when I was a youth. Not a youth anymore. But yeah, Anti-Scene. How about an old classic that I did not have on vinyl? DRI Crossover. I guess the seminal crossover thrash album from DRI. Obviously, probably a reissue. They don't give you much here, but just a little bit of artwork and lyrics on the insert. But yeah, late to the party on this. Not late to the party, but I just haven't got one of their vinyls yet, so. Oh, let's see, what's next? I think this is the last one I got from Bad Obsession. How about a split? Exhumed, Iron Reagan. Of course, you got Iron Reagan, much in the vein of Municipal Waste or whatever, and then everyone knows Exhumed. Exhumed, I guess that you get 4 tracks from each, and Exhumed has the cover of the Minor Threat song Seeing Red on here. So I guess that could be a highlight. But man, I really like the Iron Reagan side of this as well. Issued out on Tank Crimes. I didn't research it, and there wasn't a date printed on this. So I don't know the date. Exhumed's got so many splits and whatnot, but this is an excellent one. I've been playing the hell out of this. I'll probably listen to it 7 or 8 times. Really like everything that Exhumed has as a split is solid gold in my opinion. Okay, so that was Bad Obsession. Oh, I did do a mail order because there was one I wanted in particular. So this was a mail order, and I'll go through this. This one nobody's probably going to know because I got it from my daughter. Hail the Sun. Now this was out on Equal Vision Records, which I was browsing the bands that they had signed because the latest Hot Water Music was out on Equal Vision. So this is like, I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of emo, technical, tech. My daughter really likes Pierce the Veil a lot, which I guess that would be emo punk. I don't really know. But this is more, it's in the same vein as that, but more technical. So kind of like modern, emo, technical. And I really enjoyed this album. I really like the artwork a lot too. So Hail the Sun. Don't know too much about them, but this is a good album. how about Poison Idea, the Pick Your King EP? Of course, you got different kings on either side. And I think this was advertised as the first Poison Idea, which it's back, shit, I don't remember the date now, but way back when. And this album is freaking awesome, man. It's probably glaring like hell. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of like, kind of like the Operation Ivy, where it's just like you hear something and you know it's going to start like a movement in a certain direction. This kind of reminds me of that when I first heard it, where it's like that hardcore punk style, and you know, just done differently. And man, I just love Poison Idea. And then the reason why I did do the mail order is all about this record, because I did not have it. And Adrenaline OD, Humongous Fungus Among Us. You know, these guys out of correct me if I'm wrong, but Jersey area, Northeast anyway. But yeah, these guys, you know, you can still find them still playing out there. They still do live shows from time to time. But Adrenaline OD, man, if you don't have this record or this album, you got to listen to it all the way through. I mean, the song Bugs, Office Buildings, Velvet Elvis. I mean, if you haven't heard it, just YouTube some of those songs. It's amazing. I mean, just unbelievably aggressive punk rock / hardcore. And, you know, it's kind of goofy, but aren't we all a little goofy? But yeah, Adrenaline OD, I've listened to this a million times as well. One of my all-time favorites. And let's see. Everything else is from local stores. Let's see. I did go to another record store in Savannah. I can't remember what the hell it's called now. But Nuclear Assault, the early demos. This is from 1985. You get 5 tracks on either side. Or I'm sorry, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 on side A and 7 on side B. 1984 demo. Demos from 1984 and 85. But yeah, this is excellent sounding, man. Great quality on this. Reminds me a lot of, you know, Fistful of Metal, Anthrax era stuff. Of course, that's basically what it is. You know, Dan Lilker and the other guys. But yeah, I saw this. I didn't have it. I didn't know if this is a bootleg or what. But yeah, they had the Nuclear Assault early demos, so I picked that up. Oh, another thing they had, picture disc. How about Mastodon Blood Mountain? Now, I love Mastodon, one of my favorite bands of all time. And look at the all their artwork is just superb. And out of all the Mastodon albums, this may be a little lower on my list for most of them, but I did not have this on vinyl. And they had the picture disc. I haven't seen this picture disc out before, so I think I spent $40 on it. And I did listen to it once. Sounds great. But yeah, Mastodon Blood Mountain picture disc. So that was the 2 Savannah stores, and damn, I can't remember the name of that second. I got their sticker. Oh well, I should have researched that first. But what else? Oh, I went to, made a quick stop by the record store in Jacksonville, Tiger Records, and I only got a couple from them. Another Poison Idea, Gatefold. This one's really cool. It gives you bonus tracks. It gives you recordings from different tracks. And yeah, it has a bunch of artwork on here, and on the inserts, a bunch of artwork as well. So I'm not exactly sure the date of this one either. And obviously didn't research that, but once again, I just absolutely love Poison Idea. So that was a cool pickup. That one's actually in the player right now. Been jamming the hell out of that. Feel the Darkness, by the way. Oh, and I got a 7-inch while I was there, just a hardcore 7-inch Integrity. Really cool 7-inch. Hardcore, but it's slow parts on this, kind of atmospheric at times. So yeah, Integrity 7-inch. And then I did make a stop by Atlantic Records in Daytona. And let's see, what did I get there? Oh, the classic G.G. Allin, Brutality and Bloodshed for All. Now, this was released in September of '93. G.G. Allin died in June of '93, if I'm not mistaken. So this came out after his death. A couple things about this album. Of course, this is a repress. If you have the original, it's probably worth a lot of money because I know they put pictures from his funeral. I think they put a death certificate in the original pressing. But there's a lot about this album that really interested me. First off, the guitar tone on this. The guitar player on this album, William Gilmore Weber III, he did a really good job. The guitar tone on this, and as far as like punk rock and what they were going for, I mean, it's got a great tone on the guitar. He did a great job. All the guitar playing is really good licks, really good solos. And of course, G.G. Allin, this is when he went with his Cookie Monster vocals. I think the best Cookie Monster vocals are between this and probably the first Cataclysm. I know G.G. Allin got a lot of hate for going to the Cookie Monster vocals on this, but obviously very abrasive songs, abrasive lyrics. But for my money, the guitar work on this is really, really good for punk rock. So G.G. Allin. Oh man, how about a 10-inch? Today Is the Day. Now this is their demo. So this predates, of course, Today Is the Day got notoriety when the Mastodon guys, Bill Kelleher and Bron Daler, the drummer, joined the band, and then they got infinitely more progressive before Mastodon started. So this predates that, when these guys were just kids, and this is before they had them in the band yet. But I think it was remastered in 2016, re-released in 2017. So yeah, I saw this, had to have it. I'm gonna probably listen to this next. I have listened to it once, but yeah, really good. Today Is the Day, I guess, kind of like progressive noisecore, something along those lines. Very good stuff. The Exploited Horror Epics. This was from way back in, was it 86? Yeah, released in 86. So the thing about The Exploited is this got repressed finally, but you couldn't find this for a long time. There was funny thing about The Exploited is I just saw them live as well, and Waddy's 67 years old, totally killed it. They played Jackrabbits up in Jacksonville. But yeah, Exploited, my local record store as a kid had a ton of The Exploited, and I actually followed The Exploited. I got their first, I got every release from The Exploited as they were released. Like, I found all the early stuff, and then progressively got the newer stuff on the same timeline. So it's not like I heard their new stuff, like Beat the Bastards or something, and went back. I actually got all these records in the same timeline that they released them. And I don't know why that was for the record store. Maybe they were just having issues on getting them. But yeah, this is, of course, they had ones before this between Join the Army and Troops of Tomorrow and stuff like that. But this really marked them going in a different direction, more kind of crossover. Of course, it has electronic drums on it, and I think Waddy's brother played the drums on this. But yeah, really, really great. Of course, Don't Forget the Chaos, maybe one of my favorite Exploited songs. When they played that live, they switched the words to Don't Forget to Pay Us instead of Don't Forget the Chaos. Of course, you can't tell what Waddy says half the time anyway. But yeah, got that. Was always known to be hard to find, but then of course they repressed it. And just some classic punk rock, the Descendants, album that I had a long time ago, and everybody knows Descendants. It gets a little poppy in spots, but they got some really fast hardcore stuff too. And I went to one other record store in Tallahassee. Can't remember the damn name of that one either, but it was right by the university, so they had a lot of stuff I've never heard of before. So that's what I got. I took some chances on some stuff I haven't heard, and Psychic Graveyard split with USA Nails. This stuff is like noisecore slash progressive slash electronic slash. That's the whole thing about these bands is they're not genre defined, I guess you could say. So I really enjoyed this. I bought it not knowing it, and then yeah, like just Google Psychic Graveyard. It's real enjoyable. It's real different. It's different type of music. Yeah, Psychic Graveyard and USA Nails, and then this was in the hardcore punk section, Karoshi, and never heard of these guys before. Just they got a cool poster. They got a picture of them playing live somewhere. But yeah, this is just real noisy hardcore. Once again, kind of noisecore stuff. And if you look at this online, you got to find there was like 5 or 6 different Karoshis or however the hell you say it online, and some of them were like ska, some were different. But yeah, there is a band that is hardcore Karoshi, so it was enjoyable. I listened to it once. Didn't throw it at the fucking wall. So yeah, I guess that's it for new vinyls. I got the week off, so we're gonna be recording some guitars. I got all the amps there, Friedman, Orange, Mesa, going through the Diesel cabinet. So we're gonna record some stuff and see how it sounds. Use different guitars, Kiesel, the Gibson, the SG, the Fender, and we're gonna see how everything sounds. Get a good guitar tone, and hopefully do a few more videos for you guys. But yeah, that's it. Peace.